Hello, everybody. Um, Tech Thursday. This will be one of the first ones that gets a little geeky. I'll try to keep it as user friendly as I can. It just talks about backups today. Think of the things that are on your electronic devices, your computer, your laptop, your phone, that if they were gone would be detrimental, would be horrible. Your pictures. I tell everybody to take pictures of your important documents, your birth certificates, things like that. Um, and you can always keep the real ones either in a fireproof safe at home or in a safe box. Or one of the things we're going to learn about here is at your mom's house or kid's house, somebody you trust but is not your house. Um, there's a saying in the tech world, it's a 3-2-1 backup rule. It basically says you should have your original, one, and two backups. So three. The original is the one you're working on, the one you have. It's probably on your phone or your laptop or your computer. And then one stored somewhere else, probably very easily attainable by you. Could be a backup hard drive. I use what's called a NAS, a network attached storage, which is a bunch of hard drives, and if one fails, you can pull it out, put another one in, and it rebuilds everything, which is better. It's still not backup. It's better than just a hard drive, but there's still got to have a third one. And if you do have, you said, well, Bill, this makes sense. I'm going to go buy two hard drives. I'm going to get the same manufacturer so that they work the same way. And I'm going to save everything here and leave it at home. And then I'm going to save the third one's an offsite location. Everything to this one, then I'm going to give it to my mom. That sounds smart, but never do that with storage from the same batches. Because if there's errors in electronics, they usually come in what are called batches. So the ones that are all made at the same time have the same flaws in them. So if there's a likelihood of them failing, they're probably both going to fail. So you have the original, a copy somewhere nearby, and a copy somewhere else. Now, as time has gotten on and storage has gotten cheaper, cloud storage has gotten really inexpensive. Your pictures on your phone are probably all saved on your phone and in the cloud. If you're only going to do two, the cloud's pretty darn safe. The odds of Apple or Google just flat out losing everything are pretty darn slim. They have redundancy like crazy, but it's not a bad idea to also, on your phone, just back things up to your computer. On your computer, back things up to your phone. I have a bunch of music files that I have on my phone, I have in the cloud, I have on my computer, and I have on my NAS, just because I want to make sure that I always have access to them. Some of them are, I'm not going to say irreplaceable, but they're not common stuff, and they're very important to me. And so, bottom line is, guys, if you have things that are important to you, I would strongly recommend taking a couple of minutes and just saying to yourself, what is important to me? What are the things that if I lost, I'd just be like crazy about? Your pictures are probably one. Like I said, you're probably already doing a backup of that up to the cloud. So you've got 1 and 3 already done, your originals and the offsite. But make another copy, save them somewhere else. But also think about hard copies of things. A picture of your birth certificate isn't going to be accepted most places as a legal form of identification, but at least you would have it and store that in the cloud, store that on your computer, store that somewhere else. So that's my advice to all of you, Tech Thursday. If you need ideas on where you can store things offsite, be it what kind of flash drive to take to my bank and put in my safe box, what types of hard drives would be great for leaving in my home. What is an NAS, Bill? Why do I want one of those? Let's see if I get it right. Ready? Pointed the right way. Put your questions in the comments. I'd love to answer them. They're probably the same questions everybody has. But really, take inventory of all the things that if you lost, you would just be, lost. I saw a lot of this, as you should know. I live in Nashville, and a year and a half ago or so, there was Helene, and people's whole lives were washed away. And you can't back up your home, but back up what you can. It just makes sense because strange things happen even when you're not expecting it. Okay, so guys, ask your questions. Let me give advice. Share this if you know somebody who could really use that advice or should have the advice, doesn't know how to do it. Have them put it in the comments. I will reach out to them personally, I promise. All right, so guys, thank you again. Your participation is what makes this work. So put them in the comments, share with your friends. Thanks again.